Welcome to Composting Corner. This is a guide to composting for beginners, explaining the best composting bins for different budgets, the types of food scraps best for starting out, and how to get helpful bugs and worms. Composting can be scary at first, but knowing the basics of composting will allow your compost to thrive. Starting composting can be as expensive or inexpensive as your budget allows. At its simplest form, compost could just be a pile on the ground, although some structure that will make the pile vertical is beneficial. For more spendy options, there are durable plastic composters, which are helpful in heating up your compost in the sun. The most popular for beginners to composting is the tumbling composter, which has an easy way to aerate your compost, but has a harder time retaining heat, especially in cooler climates. This is, in my experience, the fastest way to get harvestable compost, yet the traditional standing bin composter has the benefits of staying warmer and gains more natural soil bacteria over time. The most important aspect of composting is the ratio of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and water. When starting out, it is best to have about half greens, which is nitrogen, and half brown, which is carbon, materials. Some green materials include, but are not limited to, carrot shavings, banana peels, strawberry tops, orange peels, fresh grass clippings, and coffee grounds. Some brown materials include, but are not limited to, wood chips, dead leaves, used paper towels and paper napkins, and dried grass clippings. A productive compost smells earthy. If your compost smells bad, it is probably a case of excess water and a lack of oxygen, which can easily be fixed with the turning of your pile and or adding dry leaves or paper. Getting worms and bugs in your compost is the easiest way to speed up the process. Along with the microbacteria, they break down the organic material into harvestable compost, fit for garden fertilizer. For any pile on the ground and exposed to the outside, worms should just come naturally. But for more off-the-ground composters like the tumbling composter, if after a month there is no sign of life in your compost, you may want to look into purchasing a small container of earthworms found on many gardening websites. The other way to kickstart your compost with worms is by adding almost finished compost from another container, which will supply your compost with productive bugs and worms. For piles and standing composters, to maintain a healthy compost pile, it needs to be turned about once a month. This can be done with a shovel or a pitchfork. For tumbling composters, it is recommended to be tumbled every other day, or when adding new material to it. After about 6 months for the tumbling composter, and about a year for the standing composter, your compost will be ready to harvest. Finished compost should not still have pieces of leaves or other organic matter left, but should be a rich, earthy ground. After harvesting your compost, it can immediately be used as fertilizer for plants in your garden. Yet even if you don't plan on having a garden, finished compost can be used to enhance any plant, including trees and grass around your property. These are some potatoes that I had planted in a compost and soil mix earlier this spring. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions about composting, please comment and let me know.